to today's edition of Layoff and Employment News by Employment Boost. The date is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. Really heavy day in terms of layoff news with companies across sectors, across the entire globe really doing some layoffs that we'll highlight here. So the first note is that Zendesk is going to be laying off 5% of its workforce, including employees at its San Francisco headquarters. A lot of the time, what you'll find is that companies will, when doing headcount reductions, kind of focus on their satellite locations. So this is interesting because it is happening at the headquarter level too. Nicholas Financial is laying off 137 after defaulting on credit, and this is an auto loans company in the Clearwater area. And so this is a continuation of a trend that I think we're going to continue to see, which is as consumer credit starts to build up and companies start to default on their credits, companies are going to start to go out of business. And this is kind of the first example of what is going to be a continuing trend. There are rumors of job cuts at Credit Suisse, and this is in the numbers, 10 to 15% of their workforce at certain countries in Asia Pacific. And this is, again, a continuation of a trend at Credit Suisse, which is that they're cost cutting to make sure that they're financially healthy going forward, that they can survive. Birkbeck, which is it's known as London's Evening University, so it's an academic institution tied to the University of London, has announced that they're going to be cutting 140 staff, and this is a slower layoff, but indicative of a trend in consumer spending, where people are just not spending as much on education, at least in England, and so they're going to have to cut staff to make their numbers match up. Unacademy is an Asian startup. They're laying off 10% of their workforce, again, probably to do with consumer spend around education and just the falling sentiment around disposable income. And finally, Code42, which is a US-based company, is going to be laying off 15% of their workforce. So a lot of layoff news happening at the moment. We're going to be highlighting all the layoff news every single day here at this channel. But if you are an individual who's been affected by a layoff, or if you're a company that's going through a reduction in force and need guidance, feel free to click the link above right now to go to our website and check out some of the employment boost offerings that we have, the outplacement offerings that we have. We're able to help employees, individuals, companies help find their feet faster after a layoff. And so in this time where the macro environment is challenging, not only for companies but for individuals too, I think it's always prudent to say, okay, as a company, we're going to make sure that our employees have the support that they need if we are doing a reduction in force, to find a job as fast as possible, and for individuals to get the guidance and support that they need to land on their feet, find a new job quickly.